to a new video. I'm Lee, this is Josh on the camera.
Hello!
We are sitting inside Bruce the van and you are watching the adventures of Bruce, Lee and the boys. If you like what we do, please like, subscribe and click on the bell icon so you will be notified of each new video that we do. It is hot.
Kind of hot in these rhinos.
Hot as a mother fudger up in here. So this one definitely is going to be a quick video. Preparations have begun for our trip. So I bought a cheap and cheerful Halfords 3-bike cycle carrier. Now I've done a lot of research into whether or not I could get the Halfords carrier to fit this high top van. There was nothing out there that said that you can. It does fit. People were saying you could put them on vans, and I even saw pictures of them on short, low roof vans. So I actually took a risk in buying this, and I thought I'd take it home and just see if I can make it work. So, I mean, it's been an absolute pain, but I've managed to make it work. So, for anybody that's interested, they are kind of finicky and a little bit complicated. We have figured it out though, between me and Josh. He's a bit exasperated over there, a bit sweaty, because we've been at it for a little while now. We did try it first the other day and give it a little run around the block with my bike on it, so we know it's nice and sturdy and safe, but it took a little while to get going. But you'll see, we'll set it up on camera, and then if anyone's got one and they're struggling to put it up, especially if they're thinking about getting one for a high roof van, this is the proof that it does work. And we've had to tinker with it a bit because it comes with straps that go through these latches that hold it tight. And if you don't get it in the perfect place, then you're left with tiny little bits of, you know, with slack on the straps, meaning that if they were to pop out, then it'll be loose. So, but you'll see, we've played with it and figured out where to put it in the optimal place, so it's got plenty of slack on each side of the clasps, and it feels nice and sturdy. What else we are doing today? We are fitting an anchor point, right? So if anyone's like me and they want to go and wild camp occasionally and bring their bikes and they're worried about bike safety, I've thought of a solution to that. So I've got a anchor point. It's not specifically designed to be a bike anchor point, because those range, you know, they go up to like 50, 60, 70 quid, right? For a steel loop, basically, that you bolt to something and then you padlock your bike to that. So what I have found basically an anchor point that's supposed to be attached to a ceiling or something, and you can basically hang from it. So you wanted to put a swing somewhere, you bolt that, and then it could take the weight of a person. So it's doing the same job, but it costs a tenner. So when it comes around to it, I'll show you that. So I'll show you how I'm going to fit that, and basically, so that's going to give us security when we're parked up wild or stealth camping, and we're able to padlock our bikes to it, so no one can nick our bikes while we're sleeping, because these things do happen. But also it's added security, because I think that if I didn't put something bolted to the chassis and chained on, then I'd be constantly looking out my rear view mirrors, worried that the bikes are going to be like scattered across the motorway in pieces, with people swerving around it like some scene out of an action movie or something. So if the cycle carrier fails, it should hold the weight of the bikes, and I'll be able to pull over safely and deal with it. I'll just take the wheels off and throw the bikes in here. So so this is the anchor point I was talking about, right? So the idea is we're going to bolt that to that. Then cycle carrier goes on. Then padlock through there, through the frames of the bike. Job's a good one.
Yeah?
Like that. So we're going to put 4 8mm bolts from the other side, tightly bolted on, so that wouldn't be going anywhere. That is going to be strong AF. So I've already removed a panel on this side. This is not going to be easy, because that is I might have to cut that down actually. I might have to cut that open. We'll see how it goes. But I might need to take a, because I've got a panel. This panel goes up and will cover the whole thing. So it was easier for me to just cover the whole area with an entire sheet of auto carpet.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna, whoop, there that goes. So I've already marked out where I want it to be, which is there. So now, where I'm drill. That. Okay. Now, you just might notice. You know, I'm pretty good. You know, what I'm getting you have to take that up. What I left it just come off. So if anyone's ever had to drill into metal before, I found the best way to do it is to start small and work your way up. So a small drill bit to start off with. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. You need to be. It's not on your hole, so I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to make a hole. I'm going to hole. It'll be a lot of very green. Now we have full size. What I'm going to do next is just to take my file down any burrs, any rough edges, because this is the side that I'm going to silicone. Okay, so I need to be nice and flat. Okay, so we're just taking my file and filing away any burrs and rough edges, and that feels good. Okay, I've done the same on this side already. Now what I'm going to do next is to prevent rust in my trusty bucket, which is what I use to transport stuff from upstairs. I am going to spray the bare metal that I've created here from the filing and the drilling, just to prevent any rust. Like that. This entire van is going to be sprayed at some point, so I am not worried at all about getting paint anywhere where it shouldn't be. Okay, you filming?
Yep.
So what I'm going to do next is just to take my file down any burrs, any rough edges, because this is the side that I'm going to silicone. Okay, so I need to be nice and flat. Okay, so we're just taking my file and filing away any burrs and rough edges, and that feels good. Okay, I've done the same on this side already. Now what I'm going to do next is to prevent rust in my trusty bucket, which is what I use to transport stuff from upstairs. I am going to spray the bare metal that I've created here from the filing and the drilling, just to prevent any rust. Like that. This entire van is going to be sprayed at some point, so I am not worried at all about getting paint anywhere where it shouldn't be. Okay, that is. I will spray it from the other side as well, just to make it thorough. Josh, you're going to want to get out of the way just in case they come through and get you. Okay. It has gone through. It's gone through. It's not necessary. I can see that it's gone through. It's fine.
Dummy.
Okay. What I will do, I will take off some of this excess. There's no, I don't need it to be poking out from underneath the anchor point. Okay. Might stop filming for a minute. Little Rambo pose there. So I've got my silicone gun. I've got my M8 or 8mm bolts, nuts and penny washers. Put them down there for a second. What I'm going to do, I'm going to silicone both sides just to be safe. Alright, so I'm going to put some silicone around each hole just to make sure there is no chance for any ingress of water. Okay, so this is where we're at. So we've sprayed it, we've drilled the holes, we've filed it down, we've sprayed it. We have located our 8mm bolts from the other side. We've siliconed the other side. Now we're going to silicone this side. I've got lots of silicone coming off here. As you can see, I am a silicone noob right now.
Ooh, satisfying.
That is going to go in the bin, so don't worry about it. I've got the bolts in the pocket, put the wallet down there. I'm so organised. Alright, and I'm going to silicone around the base of each screw. See, it just comes out by itself. It comes out by itself. Like that. Like that. It goes straight out, so it's not. It'll do a whole area. Then you can need to close it out. Alright? It's like this more. This, more, this. Yes. Okay. So the thing on it, you're going to come out to it. So this, we're going to silicone all the way around. Nice.
Focus. Camera focus.
Okay. So we're going to silicone all around. This one out. Okay. So that's what I do. That anchor point is as strong as you can imagine. Okay, so next we are going to fit the cycle carrier. Okay, so this is what we're talking about here. When I say it's a little bit complex and a little bit, some might find it daunting, you can see why. But we will make sense of it. Okay?
Okay.
So we're going to put that down there for now. We'll try and do this in one take as well because we're both hungry. So, for a high top van, generally high top vans will go in slightly at the top. Okay, so they'll become thinner at the top. So the problem we had was these straps go all the way inside the van and then locate into the clasps on each side of the cycle carrier. Okay?
Yeah.
Down here, where the door is wider, there was literally this much slack, which I didn't feel very comfortable with. So what I found, it means that the cycle carrier is quite high, and I'm quite tall, so I can lift the bikes onto it no problem. But that's why I've chosen to locate the anchor point there, is because it all ties into where we have to put the cycle carrier to make it safe and strong. So here's what we have come up with. We bring these straps up as high as we can. Okay? Now, I didn't do this first time round, but I've got some magnets here and I'm wondering if this will help. So when you're trying to feed them round, it's not that easy. So magnets would help. We don't need it. Because it's, well, we might need it. Actually, do you know what? We're going to put that there and that there, because next I've got to open the doors and I've got to try and do this without Josh's help for the first time. So, first thing you want to do actually, once you've got this part done, is you want to get all the straps that connect to the bodywork or inside the doors and slacken them all off. So, this little dumbbell thing, see that, getting a pump on, Josh.
Yeah.
So can you believe how much I am in
So you want to
heaven?
slacken them all off to give you loads of room to work with. So get all the straps and slacken them all off almost all the way. Another problem with high tops is that they curve over at the top, see?
Yeah.
That makes putting the dumbbells in a little bit tricky. So you have to bear that in mind. So we're going to open both doors for a little bit. Those magnets are brilliant.
Yeah.
Imagine we had those before.
Mm.
So you want to put the dumbbells in, you want to loop the dumbbells over the top. And because you've made loads of slack, it's like, it makes your life a lot easier. If it was tighter, you'd be trying to get close to the door and you'd be wanting to open the doors a little bit and then you'd be able to, the dumbbells wouldn't get in. They go in like that, sort of a decent distance apart, then shut that door. Now what we've got to do is tighten that up a bit, tighten that up a bit, and then it can hold its own weight.
Ah.
Alright, so where we want to locate it is I want both of these need to make contact with the chassis of the doors of the van. And I want that one sitting over the handle. Because to me, that seems logical. It's going to be like them. Right now, it's going to hold its own weight. Okay? Next, get the magneted ones. And this is where it becomes difficult. So you have to fiddle around with it. Because at the start, it's going to look like there's not a lot of slack, which there isn't. So we want to. There we go. See, this is all the slack we've got to play with at the moment. At the moment. Slack, there isn't. So there you go. See, this is all the slack we've got to play with at the moment. At the moment. But that's going to change. So put that magnet back. Where is the magnet? Yep. And you want to locate this strap here, this one, like this. Like that. Like that. I said this is going to work. We have to take this. We'll have to find out, you know, Josh. We'll have to team. So. Like that. We can bring it down a bit. Give us some more play with here, so you want that tight like that. Play with here, so you want to pull that tight like that. Like that. See, that can't go back, that. It can only go one way. And then this side as well. Like that. Okay. Very, very, very tight, see? That's drum tight.
Yeah.
Lastly, you want to get the bodywork straps. These can go on your bumper, or I find they work perfectly going inside the bottom of the door like that. And what that does is, it gives it so it hasn't got any movement in any area. So it's not going to go up, shake upwards, left or right at all. So let's get the last one in. Like so, and I'm going to pull these at the same time. And you can just hear it getting tighter. So those are tight. Like that. I want these to be a bit tighter. And we'll bring it up a little bit. There we go. Now, as you can see, it's not perfect.
No, but
it ain't going nowhere, see? Like I say, I want that resting on there, and I will get that. I will make that happen somehow. So let's go and get the bikes and attach them. And that goes in there like that. Bang. There you go.
ooh,
Come around here, Josh. So I've got other locks to use. Where's my other one? Here we go. So that's going to go around there. So that's. And let's leave all this here for a minute, Josh, and go for a ride and let's see how well this performs.
all right.
The last, well, that's not the final roundabout. There's lots of roundabouts around here.
Round
Braking
here,
forces. Wasn't it?
round
Is that
here.
supposed to be a joke?
Maybe.
It's a dad joke, Josh. Dad joke, boy. So here we go. Let's look. Let's watch. We're pulling more G's.
This one's the
They're
biggest
bouncing. They're
roundabout.
bouncing. Actually, they're steady. What I can hear in the back is not the bikes clonking against each other. It's the tools in the back. Tools in the back. Bump, bump, bumpy, bump. So that turned out all right, I reckon. So that was a good test.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's going to be it for the video. Please like and subscribe. We are going to do some more exciting things soon, I promise. But somebody's going to find this useful, what we've done today. Anyway, it's bye from me.
Bye from me.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Ta-da.